Hello all, welcome to Maths Veeresh Sir YouTube channel. సో ఈరోజు ఈ వీడియోలో తెలంగాణ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఎకనామిక్స్ మీద లైవ్ క్లాస్ ఇది మీకు. సో ఇక్కడ మనకు రోహిత్ సార్ మీ కోసం మంచి ఒక 4-5 వండర్ఫుల్ పీపీటీస్ ప్రిపేర్ చేశారు. అండ్ ఈ క్లాస్లో సార్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ మీకు స్కీమ్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యుయేషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, మీకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్సర్స్ అన్ని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. సో వాచ్ దిస్ వీడియో కంప్లీట్లీ. సో ప్లీజ్ డూ లైక్ and hype this video. Thank you. So over to Rohit sir. So
good evening everyone. Today we're going to explain all the 10 marks 3 to 4, and moreover we'll cover 2 marks 5 marks and paper how we will have to write. So if there are any doubts, you can ask in the doubt session, comment in the section. So let me explain first topic.
TV full screen also
So let me explain. One of the important one is 10 marks law of diminishing marginal utility. From last 15 years, it is one of the important question. Important question. So the law of diminishing marginal utility. So first of all, law have to prepare someone, right? And moreover, diminishing. In the normal terms, diminishing is nothing but decreasing, right? Marginal utility. Marginal utility meaning is nothing, is addition made to total utility. So addition made to the total utility by consuming one more commodity. So the law of diminishing marginal utility is 10 marks, important question, and law have to prepare someone, and diminishing is nothing but decreasing. Marginal utility nothing but addition made to the total utility by consuming one more commodity. So in this 10 marks example, I'm a consumer, even you are also a consumer. So we will go into brief. Next page. So 10 marks, important question, law of diminishing marginal utility. In this question you have to write introduction, definition, meaning, statement of the law, assumption, illustration of table, explanation, graph, limitation of law, and importance of the law. So introduction, definition, these three are same, but definition you have to write correct. In the meaning and the law of the statement, just you have to change consumer and the person. Remember these two words. In the meaning, just write down consumer, and the statement you will change with the person. Next, assumption you can write 5 to 6. Illustration of table I'm going to explain, and explanation of the graph, a table explanation, limitation, write down 4, only 4, and importance of the law only 2. So we'll go into depth of this 10 marks question. Write down all these things in the first page: introduction, definition, meaning, statement of the law, assumption, illustration of the table, explanation, graph, limitation of the law, and importance of the law. Remember that, write down only 2 for the importance, limitation write down only 4, and assumptions only 5 to 6. Remember one thing: assumptions, when it does not work, the law will not work. So write down 5 to 6. When assumptions are not work, it comes into the limitations. Remember this one. So we'll go into the depth of this topic. Introduction. Introduction is nothing but, I told, law of diminishing, DMU. So law has to prepare someone, right? कौन तो भी बनाना पड़ेगा law. So law was originally explained by H.H. Gosson. Write down in shortcut H.H. Gosson. In which year? 1854. In which year? 1854. Someone called, another economist, he called law of DMU as a Gosson's first law, because he has been introduced, he has been explained. Who? H.H. Gosson. In which year? 1854. Write down this one. And next, another economics is most popular, Marshall. Marshall, what he did is, Marshall popularized this law. What it is this law? Which law? DMU. And analyzed in a scientific manner. He analyzed in a scientific manner. So again, introduction, the law was originally explained by whom? H.H. Gosson. Write down like H.H. Gosson. In which year? 1854. And write down here G1's. G1's called it as a Gosson's first law. Who called it as? G1. G1's called it as a Gosson's first law. And later Marshall, what he did? He popularized this law and analyzed it in scientific manner. So this is the introduction. If you want to take screenshot, you can take. And moreover, after completing this whole topic, whole session, we will be keeping all the PPTs in the description. You can download it. So definition. It is the most important. You get 1 mark for it. Definition. Remember, I told in the starting of the question, we are the consumers. We are the consumers. Let us make a person. Is it visible? Okay, fine.
Color changes. Black.
Page
Open board this one.
So definition. So the consumer or a person so definition is nothing but the additional benefit. Right? Additional benefit. Whom do you want? The person. So the additional benefit which a person. So additional benefit kisko hona? Person. Is a person, right? The additional benefit which a person derives derives from given here. It is a stock. It is a stock. In that we have the things, right? Example, thing is nothing but chocolate or apple or any other thing. So additional benefit which a person is a person, right? Derives from where it derives from given increase of his stock. This stock, it is totally stock of his stock. Again, I'm explaining this up to here. Additional benefit kisko hona? Whom do you want? A person. Additional benefit which a person derives from. How he derives? From given increase of his stock. Increase of his stock of a thing. I told thing, it may be a chocolate, it may be an apple. So additional benefit which a person derives from given increase of his stock. Given increase of his stock of a thing. Of a thing. Remember, and he consumed one. He consumed another thing. I told diminishes means decreases. So diminishes when he consume. So it diminishes, right? Diminishes with every increase of his stock. With every increase of his stock. When he consumed, he will not satisfy with one. Another you have to consume. So diminishes. When he consumed one, it diminishes. Second, he consumed. Another will increase with every increase of his stock. He already has. He already has. See, again I'm explaining. Additional benefit. To whom in one person is a person, right? Additional benefit which a person. How he derives? From a stock. From a given increase of his stock. From a given increase of his stock. What it is in of a thing. Of a thing. He diminishes. With every increase his stock. With diminishes with every increase of his stock. He already has. He already has. So this is a definition. Again, I will be explaining the PPT. Look at here. The additional benefit is a person he wants derives from the stock. इसमें क्या है? Thing है. Diminishes with every increase of his stock. He already has. Look at here. The additional benefit. Next. Look at here. Look at here. The additional benefit which a person, I told, which a person derives from given increase of his stock. Derives from given increase of his stock of a thing. Of a thing. Of a thing. Diminishes with every increase in stock that he already has. Right on, he has been proposed this definition, Alpha and Marcel. So next, after completing this definition, we will go to the meaning and the law of the statement. Next slide. I told before starting the explanation of the topic, meaning and the law of the statement are both the same. Look at here, consumer, person, both are same. Consumer, person, both are the same. Here, in the definition, he wants additional benefit. But here, coming to the meaning, he wants extra satisfaction. He wants extra satisfaction. He wants extra satisfaction. What he does, consumer takes more units of a good. Consumer takes more units of a good. It may be an apple, it may be chocolate, any other thing. So consumer takes more units of a good. What he wants here? Extra satisfaction. Extra satisfaction. Extra satisfaction one from where he will get? From extra unit of a good. From extra unit of a good. So what the meaning says is, the law says that consumer takes more unit of a good for what purpose? This extra satisfaction. From where he gets extra satisfaction? Extra satisfaction when he derives extra unit of a good. When he derives extra unit of a good. So meaning and the law of the statement both are the same, just a normal change in the consumer and the person. Look at here. Here consumer, what he does, takes more units of a good, right? Coming to the law of the statement, person goes on consuming more and more units of a commodity. Here we are going to write good, we are going to write commodity. In that, what we have been mentioned, consumer takes more units of a good. But coming to the law of the statement, here we are writing in place of the consumer, we are writing person. What person is doing? Goes on consuming more and more units of a commodity. Here takes more units of a good. Here more and more units of a commodity. What he wants here? The extra satisfaction. But coming to the law of the statement, if you look at here, additional utility, where in the meaning extra satisfaction we have written, here we are going to write additional utility. Additional utility in the law of the statement. So law of the statement from where it derives? From the additional unit of a commodity. Additional unit of a commodity. So here extra satisfaction that he derives from the extra unit of a good goes on following. Again here additional utility derived from the additional unit of a commodity goes on diminishing. Replace the terms with the, when you remember this one, you can write easily law of the statement. So consumer with the person, good with the commodity, and the extra satisfaction with the additional utility, and here goes on falling with the goes on diminishing. That's it. Just remember these terms and replace with this, and you can easily follow this. Sir, 5 marks and 2 marks. Cherry 5 marks and 2 marks. Cheppandi. Cheptam. Sir, explain 5 marks and 2 marks. Please listen total class. Okay, fine. Okay. Sir, can you say from starting what you're explaining? Okay. Assumptions, write down only 5 to 6. Don't write down all the with the definitions. Write down rationality, cardinal measurement of utility, independent utility, constant marginal utility of money, homogeneous goods, no time lag. Write down only 5 to 6. In that you can, when you remember this 5 to 6, you can write limitation easily. It's write down this 5 to 6 or not only side points. Don't write down the explanation part from your material or from your textbook. Write down only this 5 to 6 assumptions. When it does not work, it comes into the limitations. Cardinal measurement of utility, independent utility, constant marginal utility of money, and homogeneous good, and no time lag, and divisible commodity, and write down these things. And next we will go to the explanation of the table and the graph. So table, total utility nothing but total satisfaction of all commodities. When a person consumes 1 apple, he gets total utils of 40. right? When a person consumes second one, apple or chocolate, he gets 70 utils. When a person consumes third one, he gets 90. First he consumed, second he consumed, third he consumed, and fourth, when he consumed, the total utility comes up to, utils come to up to 100. When fifth, it comes to, he gets little bit utils up to, he get maximum up to 100. When sixth he consumed, the total utility utils will be decreased up to 90, right? One he consumed, first he consumed 40 utils he got, second he got 70, third he got 90, fourth he got 100, fifth he got maximum satisfaction over there, and sixth automatically it decreased. Either apple, either banana, either chocolate, anything. When you consume one, you get the total utility satisfaction, you get 40. When you consumed second one, it gets 70. Third, it is 90. Fourth, it is 100. Fifth, you get maximum satisfaction over there. The fifth consuming of apple or anything, he gets 100. And then coming to the sixth, when he consumes forcefully or anything, he want to fulfill more satisfaction, automatically total utility will decrease, right? So we completed this total utility, right? I told in the starting of the topic, marginal utility. I told what is marginal utility? Addition made to the total utility. Addition made to the total utility. How? By consuming one more commodity. By consuming one more commodity is called marginal utility. I'm writing here addition made to TU shortcut. How? By consuming one more commodity. Is known as marginal utility. So addition made to the total utility by consuming one more commodity. Look at here. Actually, here is 0, it have to be there, right? So addition we made, right? One he consumed, he got 40. Here 40. When coming to the another, we have been added to total utility is called marginal utility. Addition made to the total utility. How? By consuming. Like consuming nothing but consuming one more commodity, consuming one more apple. Nothing but marginal utility. Look at here, 40. We got first one is 40. Then how we have to be get the another one? We did not consume another one, right? 140, 40. Second, how we got utils of 70 he consumed. 40, 70 minus 40, we got 30. How? What I told, addition made to the total utility. Addition made to the total utility by consuming one more commodity is called marginal utility. Nothing but TUN minus TUN minus 1. 70 minus 40 is 30. 90 minus 70 is 20. 100 minus 20 is nothing but 10. 100 minus 100 is 0. 90 minus 100 is minus 10. Again I am explaining. 40 minus 0 is 0. Did not consume anything. Total utility is 0. Marginal utility also will be 0. When he consumes this 40, 70, 90 is total utility. When coming to the marginal utility, addition made to the total utility. How? By consuming one more commodity. He consumed one, right? So what we are being getting marginal utility. 70 minus 40 is 30. 90 minus 70 is 20. 100 minus 100 is 0. 90 minus 100 is minus 10. Look at here, we can divide 3 points over there for the writing of below the table, so this is the table. Below the table, you have to write 3 points. It is the most important. After writing this table, you have to write 3 points over here. It's the first, it is the second, it is the third. See, look at here. When TU increases 40, 70, 90, it is increasing, right? 40, 70, 90, 100, it is increasing, right? 40, 30, 20, 10 is decreasing. So what you have to write is first point, when TU increases, DU decreases, MU decreases. When TU increases, MU decreases. When TU gets maximum, when TU becomes maximum, MU becomes 0. Look at first point. TU increases, MU decreases. TU becomes maximum, MU becomes 0. Coming to the, when TU decreases, MU becomes negative. Third point, when TU decreases, MU becomes negative. So these are the 3 points. Below you have to write down in the table. So next we will be explaining the graph. Explanation of the table already over. So write down directly of this. OX axis, OY axis. OX axis, take down units of a good. OY, total marginal. TU, MU. Right? You write down directly. What you have to write is, from below the page, get TU is how we got it is, we'll explaining. TU 140, 270, 390, 400, 500, 690, right? MU points are 140, 230, 320, 410, 50, 6 is negative. Right on up to here, right? Coming to the first one, 140, 270, 390, 4 the graph here, fifth here, and the sixth it decreases. I told it, increase and the becomes constant, 0 nothing but, and it goes into the negative. When coming to the MU, 140 again, 230, 320, 4, 410, 5 here, 6 minus 10. So graph will be going increasing and constant and decreases. Here first decreases and goes into 0 and coming to the last negative. Right on this thing, you can write directly, like here, from here to increase and the constant and the decrease. Coming to here, decrease and the 0 and the negative. Next, limitations. Next page. I told assumptions, when you read assumptions 4 to 5, 6, it goes, when assumptions will not work, it comes into the limitations, right? Real life consumer is a irrational, then law is not applicable. When goods are not independent, the law will also not work, right? Marginal utility of money. The money should be constant. It will be not constant, law will not applicable. If the goods are homogeneous nothing but same color, same size, same size. If the goods are homogeneous, if goods are not homogeneous, the law will not work. In case of same thing, durable goods, in the case of durable goods, it is not possible to calculate the utilities. And last one, the good of the size, it should be small or big. The law will work. If it is too big, one is big, another one is small, the law will not work. So write down this one. The goods are not too big, too in the size, the law does not hold. Write down only 4. Choose from it or from your material, from your textbook. Write down this. Hmm. Write down this two importance. So the law of diminishing marginality. The law of diminishing marginal utility is one of the basic law of the consumption. It's a basic law of the consumption. Importance you have to write only 2. So what importance from the law of diminishing marginality use? It is the law of diminishing marginality is one of the basic law of the consumption, right? It is a basis for the law of demand and law of equimarginal utility. When the completion of the law of DMU, what importance it gives to another theory is it is a basis for the law of demand and law of equimarginal utility. So the Nyman water paradox can be explained by with this. It is also one of the theory, Diamond water paradox. It can be explained by the law of DMU. These are the things you have to write: introduction, definition, meaning, law of statement, assumptions 5, and table explanation, graph explanation, and the limitations and important. This is the whole topic of the law of diminishing marginal utility. Plain board. Supply correction as board scheme of Via notes PDF. This is a situation, sir. 5 marks question. Okay, fine. So I'm going to give the 5 marks importance question. What you have to write to pass, get into in the exam, and law of DMU will be completed. Another topic, just give your attention for the 5th chapter, market analysis, perfect competition. Perfect competition, 10 marks. It is also important. Coming to the market analysis, in the market, who will be there? Me, right? And the buyers and the sellers. In the market, two persons will be there, buyer and the seller. Coming to the perfect competition introduction, intro. Here in the perfect competition, there will be large numbers of buyers and the sellers. What? The large number of buyers and sellers exists in the market. So perfect competition introduction or definition or what it is meaning is, here the large numbers of buyers and sellers exists in the market. They have to sell something, right? They have to sell something. So they sell, what is this? Selling homogeneous product. Homogeneous product. So large numbers of buyers and sellers exist in the market selling homogeneous product. One thing, when I'm selling something homogeneous product, another buyer will also sell something homogeneous product. Will be a rivalry between us? No. So there is an absence of rivalry. बोलते दुश्मन. Rivalry. There is an absence of rivalry between individual firms. Between individual firms. Again, I'm explaining. Here in the market, who will be there? The large number of buyers and sellers exists in the market. What he sells? They sell homogeneous product. Homogeneous product. So in the market, there is an absence of rivalry between individual firms. Between the individual firms. We'll be going to the table explanation and the graph explanation. Another point here, buyers, write down after the introduction one point, buyers and sellers won't decide the price. कौन नहीं decide करता? Price. The buyers and sellers price नहीं decide करते. कौन decide करते बोलते? Industry. Here, industry will decide the price. Will decide the price. After the intro of the perfect competition, write down this thing. Buyers and sellers won't decide the price. Industry will decide the price. And the next table is the most important. Price, QD, QS. Quantity demand, quantity supply, and the price. 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Example, you can take any other numbers also. I'm taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here, quantity demand 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. And the quantity supply 60, 50, 40, 30, and the 20. This is the table of the price determination of perfect competition. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60, 50, 40, 20, 30, 20. Right? So this is the table. In the table explanation most important. Just give your attention. Right now you have to write only 3 points. Remember these 3 points, and you have to explain this price, quantity demand, and quantity supply. We will take price of 10 rupees. The demand you are getting of the good is 20, and the supply is 60. Well, firm will not work, right? It will be, we will have to close. When the firm is gonna do this thing, price is 10 and demand is 20, and the supply is 60. No, that's what wrong. Okay, fine. Sorry, just I'm gonna apologize. I did a small mistake. I will reverse of it. Quantity supply, quantity demand. Quantity supply and quantity demand. The price of the 10, you get 20 of the supply of the good, and the demand is 60. The firm will not work. You have to close it. When you take it of 20, 20 rupees, quantity supply is 30 and the demand is 50. Even we will get in a loss only. Look at here, when price increase to 50, the quantity supply is 60. It is more than demand. When demand is 20. Write down these 3 points: first, second, third. What the price of the good is 10, quantity supply is 20, quantity demand is 60. The price of the good is 20, quantity supply is 30, and the quantity demand is 50. When the price increase to what 50, when the price increase to 50, the quantity supply is 60, quantity demand is 20. The firm has to close, because here the price increase to 50, the quantity supply कितना है 60 है. यहाँ देखे तो क्वांटिटी डिमांड कम है, सप्लाई ज्यादा है. अब 10 रुपीज देखे तो क्वांटिटी सप्लाई कम है, डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा है. कहाँ फर्म नहीं चलता. अभी देखे तो कितने पॉइंट्स लिखना है. एक, when the price is 10, quantity supply 20, quantity demand is 60. When the price is 20, quantity supply is 30, quantity demand is 50. When the price increase to 50, supply is 60, 20, and quantity demand is 20. So one thing you have to notice is the firm should work. The firm should be equal in a market. Write down this one. Another last point is, when the price is 30, how much? When the price of the good is 30, quantity supply is 40, and the quantity demand is 40. So we call it as a price equilibrium. Equilibrium means no change. First, you have to write this. Second, this. Third, when the price increase to 50, you have to write automatic all these things. Last point you have to mention is price equilibrium. What you have to mention is, when the price of the good is 30, quantity supply is 40, quantity demand is 40. We call it as a price equilibrium. Before all these things and moreover, you have to write here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 20, 30, 40, 50. If you look at price and supply relationship is direct, because price increasing, supply increasing. You have to write this direct. And price and quantity demand, look at this, price and demand. Already we know, when price increases, demand increases. The relationship between the price and demand is indirect. You can write positive. The relationship between price and supply is direct or positive. When the relationship between price and demand is indirect, you can write indirect. The relationship between price and demand is negative. No, negative. Right? Write down first introduction, then after the table. Table is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and quantity supply 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 50. Reverse of it. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. That's it. And after that, you have to write this price and supply, the relationship between, because both are increasing, we call this direct or positive. Price and demand 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Again, see here 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. It is decreasing. So price increasing, demand decreasing. We call this negative. That's it. After that, I told you have to write 3 points. 10, price of the good, quantity supply, quantity demand. Here 20, 30, 50. 50, 60, 20. After that, last point you have to mention in the perfect competition answer. When the price of the good is 30, quantity supply is 40, quantity demand is 40. It is called price equilibrium. Price equilibrium. Graph, it is easy. O, Y, OX. QS and QD. Here, price of the good. commodity or whatever you want to write, you can write. OY, right? I'm going to take here 20, 40, 50, 60, 80. Here I'm going to take 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Right? What are the points over there? Here 10, 20, 30. You have to write like this: 20, 10. 20, 10, 30, 20, 40, 30, 50, 50, 40, 50, 60. These are the points for the QS. And coming to the points of QD is 60, 10, 50, 20, 40, 30, 30, 20, and 20, 10. These are the points you have to mention over there. I'm going to draw here only. Look at here, the graph. O, X, over 20, 40, 60, 80. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is the price of the good or commodity. Here QS and QD. Right? QS. First we have to take QS. 20, 10. Again 30, 20. 40, 20, 10, 30, 20, 40, 30, 50, 50, 40, and 60, 20, 10, 30, 20, 40, 30,
50, 40.
50, 40, 50. Again here 60, we are going to take quantity demand. 60, 10, 60, 10, 50, 20, 40, 30, 30, again 30, 30, 20, 20, 10. Okay, 60, 60, 10, 50, 20, 40, 30, 30, 50, 30, 40, 20, 50. This is the price equilibrium, and this is DDSS. Nothing but after the graph explanation you have to write is OX is nothing what we have been telling, QS and QD. QS and QD, quantity demand and quantity supply. OY is nothing but OY axis is price. SS is supply curve. DD is nothing but demand curve, right? When SS and DD curve intersect at a point E, SS and DD intersect at a point E is called nothing but price equilibrium. Price equilibrium. DD, DD and SS intersect at a point E. We called it as a price equilibrium. You can write directly, and directly you can draw like this. Write down here 30, here 40. That's it. You can write directly. You cannot mention all these things because you have to mention only table explanation, graph explanation. Another important question we have been completed. We have completed law of diminishing marginality, perfect competition, and last we are going to explain national income methods.
PPT. National income.
Sir, I scored 97 in economics. It's good. Sir, tomorrow class is there on Sunday. Yes, for senior economics we have the class. So national income is another important topic for your board exam. 10 marks, important question. National income methods. Direct telephone. National income. It's a 10 marks important question methods. So first of all, national income we will learn definition. You will get 1 mark. When you write this all these things, what output method, income method, and expenditure method, you get 1 mark. Right? Again, 3, 3, 3 will complete 9, and you get 1 over there. When you write these 3 first points, what output, income, expenditure. These 3 points you have to mention first. Then after, you have to explain in the brief all these points. Let us go. First of all, national income बोले तो क्या? National income nothing but will calculate as a GDP. The total final goods and services. Nothing but look at this is a final product. It is in a final product, right? And service, nothing but Oracle, Tally. It is all service. We will calculate all these things, right? SAP is also service. So what we calculate in the national income is the total final goods and services. It is a final good. It is a final good, right? The total final goods and services. The total final goods and services. Will you be using another?
Next slide.
What is national income? I think GDP. We calculate GDP first. The total. Write down this one. Total final goods and services. The total final goods and services. कहाँ पे produce है? Where it produced? In our country, right? The total final goods and services produced in a country. Produced in a country during a financial year. So, what is GDP or national income? The total final. It is a final. It is also board also final good. So the total final goods and services. कहाँ पे produce हुआ है? Country पे. Produced in a country. Produced in a country. Produced in a country during a financial year. Financial year, what it is? April to March. You can write per financial year or particular. That's so the total final goods and services produced in a country during a financial year. Right? Right on this intro. And coming to the other methods, what methods are? After the intro, you have to write methods. Methods of calculating national income. Output method. Income method. Expenditure method. Before explaining all these methods, let me tell you one thing. We have to calculate national income. How we have to calculate? By using these three methods. If you choose this output method, nothing but product. We are going to take in this method product. Remember product. Income, nothing but I'm a person, I'm the earning, right? Even my income also calculate. National income. Expenditure, what we purchase as an expense, it takes as an expenditure. So these three are the important methods. One is output, another one is income, another one is expenditure. Right, direct, we'll go to the explanation. Output method. Output method is also known as an output method is also known as an output method is also known as a product method. You can write product method. Output method is also known as a product method. One you can write product method. Another you can write on inventory method or commodity service method. Why commodity? We are choosing product. We are calculating national income. We are going to choose output method because output method is also known as a product method. First, you write down inventory method and commodity service method. What I told the definition in the starting national income, write down here. Measure what it measures: market value of all final goods. Measures what it measures: market value of all final goods. It is a final. It is a final, right? It measures market value of all final goods and services produced in a country during a period. During a period. What formula? GNP, gross national product, nothing but total income. What you calculate? Total income. P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2, so on Pn Qn, net income from abroad. We get income from abroad also, right? It is also calculated in the product method. Again, I am explaining product method. Output method. Output method is also known as product method. You can write three names for it: product method, inventory method, commodity service method. What I told in the introduction, write down that only here also. Measures market value of all final goods and services produced in a country during a given period. And you have to write for every method, you have to write formula. GNP, gross national product, nothing but total income of the country. P1 Q1, P2 Q2, so on Pn Qn, plus net income from abroad. So what is P1? Price of the commodity. Q1, abbreviations, you have to give abbreviation for it. Q1, quantity of the good. So on Pn, nth commodity, price of nth commodity. Qn, quantity of nth commodity. Write on net income from abroad. And GNP also you have to abbreviate it. GNP, gross national product. Next, output method we completed. Income method. I told. What is income? Some person earning an income. It is also a calculator. So national income, right? We have to calculate all other sources also. we are going to take factors of production over here. Here we are going to take factors of production. Yes, we have to take factors of production because we have 4 factors of production: land, labor, organization, capital. Land, labor, organization, capital. Right? Because when we give a land to someone, we get in the reverse rent we will get. It is also income. Right? When the labor does some work in an organization or organized or unorganized, he gets some wage. It is also income. When organizations run, when a college, even a college is a total organization, he gets some profit. Here, when I am investing some capital in some business as an entrepreneur, we'll get some interest, right? These are the incomes. So these are the we are going to take in this income method. Land, labor, capital, organization, 4 factors of production. So what income method is? Measures income earned by the all factors of production. Income earned by the all factors of production. I told all factors of production nothing but land, labor, capital, organization. Right? What income earned by the all factors of production. All factors of production. How income receives? Like wage, rent, interest, profit, net income from abroad. What I told: land, rent, labor, wage, capital, interest, organization, profit. Same. Includes income received in the form of wage, rent, interest, profit, and net income from abroad. Write down same thing, abbreviated NI, national income. What you have to do? R plus W plus I plus P plus NIA. R rent, W wage, I interest, P profit, NI is nothing but net income from abroad. These 2 methods we have been explained, we have been completed. Output method, income method. Leftover one is expenditure method. Expenditure method. What expenditure? When we purchase something, it comes under expenditure only. I purchase this, my expenditure. It may be personal expenditure, it may be a government expenditure, right? Measures total spending on final goods and services. What expenditure method does? Measures, write down these things only, don't abbreviate it. Measures total spending on final goods and services. Right? This is a final good. It is a board is also final good, right? Measures on total spending on final goods and services. Formula: EH, EF, EG, net exports. We will be exporting something, right? EH, household expenditure. I'm the head of the person in my family. I purchase something for my household. It is also included in the national income. It comes under the expenditure method. So, household expenditure. EF, firm's expenditure. Firm nothing but production units. Firm is nothing but production units. Firm expenditure. EG, government expenditure. Even government expenditure comes under the national income expenditure method. So here national income is equals to national expenditure. Nowadays output method and income method they won't choose. Only to estimate the national income, expenditure method they want to take estimate for the national income. So these are the 3 important questions. Law of LDMU, perfect competition, and national income methods, right? After this we're gonna explain the paper, how we have to be present, how much marks you can get for each questions. So we'll go for it.
This is the previous March 2026 question paper.
So this is the March previous question paper. If you look at it, what he is Keynesian theory, perfect competition, and law of variable. In the second chapter, law of consumer equilibrium have been given in place of law of diminishing marginality. So in the supplementary 101% you will get law of diminishing marginality and various method of natural income. Three are the compulsory questions: what DMU, law of diminishing marginality, national income, and perfect competition. Coming to the 5 marks, inflation and the types he has been given, wants he has been given, right? In case if he gives wants, write down only 5 wants. Don't write down 8 wants, write down only 5 wants. And difference between free goods and the economic goods. See, when the March paper, what he have been given wants and free goods and economic goods. In place of this time supplementary he may gives utility. Write down utility, micro macro, Robin scarcity definition. These 3 also important: wants and the free goods and the economic goods in place of it. Demand, slope of demanding curve, and exemption to law of demand. Here from the 3rd chapter he given this 2, right? In place of this he may give another 2 marks, another 2 questions like determinants of demand, and another also same negative sloping demand curve. If you look at in the 5th chapter, it is the 6th chapter, this is the 5th chapter. Supply is being given, right? Determinants of supply, he may give profit. Oligopoly, he may give monopoly, duopoly. In this also he may give difference between monopoly and perfect competition. Difference between monopoly and perfect competition, right? Same national income and public expenditure items. Here from the last chapter he has missed one question and one sum. In this supplementary you may get statistics relationship with economics and one question, or it may be in a mean, it may be in a median. From the 10th chapter you may get, in place of this replace, one is question statistics, economic relationship with economics, and another one is question. 2 marks. So we'll go with the scheme of valuation. If you write a line, how much you get? అంటే ఒక లైన్ రాస్తే ఎంత ఇస్తాడు ఆ రాసిన సారు, అంటే సారీ చేస్తుండగా కరెక్షన్ ఎంత ఇస్తాడో, అమ్మ నేను సైడ్ పాయింట్ పెట్టి నేను రాసేస్తా అంటే కాదు. సి స్కీమ్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యుయేషన్ పేపర్ ఇలా ఉంటుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ ది Keynesian థియరీ ఆఫ్ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్, if you look at Keynesian theory of employment, if you attempt Keynesian theory of employment, అంటే నువ్వు అటెంప్ట్ రాసావు, ఏదో ఏం రాసావు, ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ రాసావు, ఏమని బ్రిటిష్ ఎకనామిక్స్ కెన్షియన్ ఆయన ప్రపోజ్ చేశాడు, ఆయన బుక్ రాశాడు, ఏదో రాసావు 2-3 పాయింట్స్. ఎంత ఇస్తాడు ఇంట్రొడక్షన్కి అంటే 2 మార్క్స్ ఇస్తాడు. ఎంత ఇస్తాడు? 2 మార్క్స్, రైట్? దాని తర్వాత ఇఫ్ యూ రైట్ అగ్రిగేట్ డిమాండ్, ఇక్కడ అగ్రిగేట్ డిమాండ్ అయినా అగ్రిగేట్ సప్లై అయినా ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇస్తే ఎంత ఇస్తాడు? 1 మార్క్ ఇస్తాడు. ఉట్టి డెఫినేషన్. ఇప్పుడు అగ్రిగేట్ సప్లై ఉంది, సప్లై ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ది కమోడిటీస్ అని చెప్తావు, అగ్రిగేట్ సప్లై ప్రైస్ రాస్తావు, రైట్? తర్వాత ఎఫెక్టివ్ డిమాండ్, ఈ టేబుల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ దేనికి? అగ్రిగేట్ డిమాండ్కి, అగ్రిగేట్ సప్లైకి, ఎఫెక్టివ్ డిమాండ్కి. అవన్నీ రాస్తే టేబుల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్కి 3 అటెంప్ట్ ఇస్తే 3 మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి. సో 2 + 1 + 1 + 3 10 మార్క్స్. ఏదో నేను రాస్తాను సార్, నేను రాసి వదిలేస్తాను సార్, నేను సైడ్ పాయింట్ రాస్తాను అంటే సైడ్ పాయింట్ రాస్తే 1 మార్క్ ఇస్తాడు. చూడు ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఆ టేబుల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇచ్చామనుకో 3 మార్క్స్ ఇస్తాడు. 3 మార్క్స్. ఇది నేను డిజైన్ చేసిన పేపర్ కాదు, గవర్నమెంట్ స్క్రీన్ వాల్యుయేషన్ పేపర్. చూడండి ఇక్కడ తెలంగాణ బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ హైదరాబాద్, ఇంటర్మీడియట్ పబ్లిక్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ఫిబ్రవరి మార్చ్. ముందు మేము కరెక్షన్ చేసేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళు మాకు ఇచ్చే ప్యాటర్న్ ఎంత రాస్తారో అంతనే మార్క్స్ వేయాలి అని. చూడండి ఇక్కడ కెన్ బి కంప్లీటెడ్ రైట్. పర్ఫెక్ట్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఇందాక ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశా. ఇంట్రడక్షన్ రాస్తే అంటే చెప్పాను కదా, దర్ ఇస్ అ లార్జ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ బయర్స్ అండ్ సెల్లర్స్ సెల్లింగ్ హోమోజీనియస్ ప్రోడక్ట్, ఇక్కడ రైవల్రీ లేదని 2 మార్క్స్ ఇస్తారు. ఎంత ఇస్తారు? 2 మార్క్స్. He will give, if you attempt introduction, if you write introduction, 2 marks he will give. Right? After that, if you write characteristics, price determination and perfect competition, demand and supply schedule. అంటే చెప్పాను కదా, ప్రైస్, డిమాండ్, షెడ్యూల్ రాస్తే టేబుల్ డ్రా చేస్తే he will give 3 marks. He will give 3 marks over there. Right? And graph explanation 3 marks. Total you get write introduction, and if you want to write characteristics, write characteristics 4, and demand and supply table వేసి దాని కింద ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇస్తే 3 మార్క్స్. తర్వాత గ్రాఫ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇస్తే 3 మార్క్స్. లా ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్ ప్రపోర్షన్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ రాస్తే అంటే law of variable proportion is developed by the 2-person David Ricardo, Marshall. Tarvata TU applied to total output, fixed factors applied to the variable factors, you will get total output. Tarvata ఏమైతుంది, ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, డిమినిష్ అవుతుంది, తర్వాత నెగిటివ్ అవుతుంది. అది రాస్తే 1 మార్క్ ఇస్తాం. హౌ మచ్ యూ గెట్? 1 మార్క్. తర్వాత అజంప్షన్స్ రాస్తే 3 మార్క్స్. అజంప్షన్స్ ఓన్లీ 4 రాయండి. తర్వాత టేబుల్ 0 నుంచి 8 వరకు టీపీ, ఏపీ, ఎంపీ అది టేబుల్ రాస్తే 3 మార్క్స్. వాట్ యు ఆర్ రైటింగ్ రైట్ కరెక్ట్లీ. ఏదైతే రాస్తున్నావో టేబుల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ అది కరెక్ట్ రాయండి. మీకు గ్రాఫ్ వస్తుందో రాదో వదిలిపెట్టండి. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు గ్రాఫ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ చూస్తే 3 మార్క్స్, అది రాయకండి, రాయండి కానీ కరెక్ట్ రాయండి. ఇప్పుడు టేబుల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఏముంది, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 వేరియబుల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ తీసుకుంటాడు, అంటే 8 లేబర్స్ తీసుకుంటాడు. తర్వాత టీపీ ఫస్ట్ 0 వేసేయండి. తర్వాత యూ హ్యావ్ టు మల్టిప్లై ఫర్ ఇట్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ది లా ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్. నెక్స్ట్ సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ law of variable proportion, it is also applicable for the law of diminishing marginal utility. Introduction 1 mark, definition of all these things. Next page. Look at the national income. ఇందాక మెథడ్స్ ఆఫ్ నేషనల్ ఇన్కమ్ ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు? ఉట్టి ఈ 3 మెథడ్స్ రాస్తే 1 మార్క్ ఇచ్చాడు. ఉట్టి 3 మెథడ్స్, ఏది? అవుట్పుట్, ఇన్కమ్, ఎక్స్పెండిచర్. ఇఫ్ 3 రాస్తే యూ విల్ గెట్ 1 మార్క్ ఫర్ ఇట్. వెన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్ 3 మెథడ్స్ యూ విల్ గెట్ 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks. 3, 3, 3, 3. Right? This is the 10 marks pattern. How much, if you attempt, how much he will be given in the examination. Chalo. Coming to the 5 marks. 5 marks koste inflation. ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ రాసావు, 1 మార్క్ ఇచ్చాడు. అంటే ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి? రైజ్ ఇన్ జనరల్ ప్రైస్ లెవెల్. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇది ఒక పెన్ను. ఈ పెన్ను 10 రూపీస్ ఉంది అనుకోండి. ఒక 1-2 months అయిన తర్వాత ఇదే ప్రైస్ 30 అయితే దాన్ని ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ అంటాం. రైజ్ ఇన్ ఏ జనరల్ ప్రైస్ లెవెల్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్. దానికి ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు? 1 మార్క్ ఇచ్చాడు. సో టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ నువ్వు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు 4 మార్క్స్. క్రీపింగ్, వాకింగ్, రన్నింగ్, హైపర్ అయినా, గ్యాలపింగ్ అయినా. తర్వాత దాని కింద కూడా ఆన్ బేసిస్ ఆఫ్ ది డిమాండ్ కాస్ట్ పూల్ కూడా రాస్తే అప్పుడు 4 మార్క్స్ ఇస్తాడు. వాన్స్ రైట్ డౌన్ ఎనీ 5. ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చాడు ఎనీ 5 నువ్వు రాస్తే 5 మార్క్స్, ఎనీ 5 నువ్వు రాస్తే 5 పాయింట్స్, రైట్? Either unwanted wants, particular want is satiable, competition, complementary, substitution, recurring habit, want with various time and place. If you look at this free good and economic good, if you write only 5, you will get 5 marks. Negative demand sloping curve, already 5 ఉన్నాయి, 5 points రాయాలి. ఇక్కడ 4, ఇక్కడ you have in your material 6, 7 also ఉన్నాయి, 6, 7 కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఓన్లీ 4 రాయండి. గిఫెన్ పారాడాక్స్, గిఫెన్ రాబర్ట్ గిఫెన్ అనే వ్యక్తి ఆయన ఇంగ్లాండ్లో చూసి వీటా బ్రెడ్ అని కంపారిజన్ చేసి ఒక గిఫెన్ పారాడాక్స్ అని ఒకటి చెప్పాడు. వెబ్లెన్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఏంది, అక్కడ ప్రెస్టీజియస్ గుడ్స్ ఐదర్ లగ్జరియస్ కోసం చూసి తక్కువ చేసుకుంటే అది ఒక డిమాండ్ కిందకి వెళ్తారు. స్పెక్యులేషన్, ఇల్యూషన్, వారుడ్ ఉంది మన దగ్గర. Determinants of supply, write down this, only 5. If you look at oligopoly, any 4 of it, oligopoly refers to nothing but few sellers deal with the homogeneous product. Few sellers deal with the homogeneous చెప్పాక సేమ్ కలర్, సేమ్ సైజ్, సేమ్ షేప్ అని. Real wage, write down only 5. You have 10. National income, determine factors. You have in your material or textbook 5, write down only 4 in it. Expenditure items, it is one of the easiest. ఏమైనా రాయండి, 5 రాయండి. మూడ్ 10th చాప్టర్. ఇదంతా అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఐ విల్ గివ్ అనే ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్, అంటే 5 మార్క్స్ ఎందులో నుంచి వస్తాయో అది నేర్చుకుంటే ఈజీగా పాస్ అవుతుంది. ఇది 10 మార్క్స్, ఇది 10th చాప్టర్. ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ ది 10 మార్క్స్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను, ఇదే పేపర్. మీడియన్ n+1/2 ఎన్ని టర్మ్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ? 9. 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 + 1 is 10. 10/2 is fifth term. What is the fifth one? 1 2 3 4 5, 9th term. అంతే అయిపోయింది. 2 మార్క్స్ వచ్చాయి. పై డయాగ్రామ్, ఒక సర్కిల్ వేసి మధ్యలో డివైడ్ చేస్తే అదే పై డయాగ్రామ్. అదే చెప్తుంది నీకు, సర్కిల్ ఇస్ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ మెనీ పార్ట్స్. దాని పేరే పై డయాగ్రామ్. నువ్వు ఏదైనా రాయి, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ పేరే రాయి, చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ పేరే రాయి, మినిస్టర్ పేరే రాయి, ఇక్కడ ఏం కాదు. వీట్, ప్యాడీ, రాగి, జోవో and pulses. You can write all these things and you can divide it into percentage. So circle divided into many parts are components by dividing a straight line from the center to circumcenter. ఇది circumcenter. ఇక్కడ నుంచి డ్రా చేస్తే దాన్ని ఈక్వల్ పార్ట్స్ చేస్తేనే దాని పేరే పై డయాగ్రామ్. Advantage of a diagram, you can write down only 2 of it. Either it facilitates for the comparison, it improves the memory power. I am explaining this only before paper. Tomorrow we will explaining the 2 marks of the junior and senior also. Senior 10 marks, 5 marks, 2 marks. Net interest rewards for the service of the capital alone. ఏం రాస్తావు అక్కడ? నెట్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు గ్రాస్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ మైనస్ రివార్డ్స్ ఫర్ రిస్క్ టేకింగ్, రివార్డ్స్ ఫర్ ది ఇన్కన్వీనియన్స్, రివార్డ్ ఫర్ ది మేనేజ్మెంట్. టోటల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అన్నట్టు. టోటల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ మైనస్ రివార్డ్స్ ఫర్ ది రిస్క్ టేకింగ్ ఇది చేసాము, లేదా రివార్డ్స్ ఫర్ ది ఇన్కన్వీనియన్స్. మోనోపోలీ అంటే సింగిల్ సెల్లర్, సింగిల్ బయర్, అదే రాస్తావు. డివిజన్ ఆఫ్ లేబర్, ఇదోడి రాయగలుగుతావు. డిమాండ్ ఫంక్షన్, ఇది ఏం లేదు. డిమాండ్ ఫంక్షన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు రిలేషన్షిప్ వస్తుంది. రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ క్వాంటిటీ డిమాండ్ అండ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ దట్ డిటర్మైన్ ఇట్. డిమాండ్ ఫంక్షన్ అంటే ఒక మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్. ఆ మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఏం రాస్తాం అంటే క్వాంటిటీ డిమాండ్ అండ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ దట్ డిటర్మైన్ ఇట్. అంటే ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ అంటే ఇవే కదా, పిఎక్స్, పిఎస్, పిసి, డిఎక్స్ అంటే డిమాండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ కమోడిటీ, డిమాండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ కమోడిటీ. PX అంటే ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ ది ఎక్స్ కమోడిటీ, PS అంటే ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్, PC అంటే కాంప్లిమెంటరీ, Y అంటే ఇన్కమ్, T అంటే టెస్ట్. ఇది రాసేస్తాం. యూనిటరీ లెస్, జీరో, ఈక్వల్, సుపీరియర్, ఇన్ఫీరియర్, సుపీరియర్. ఇన్ఫీరియర్ అంటే లో, సుపీరియర్ అంటే హై. అది రాస్తాం. ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ సుపీరియర్ గుడ్, డిమాండ్ ఇంక్రీజెస్ వెన్ దేర్ ఇస్ అన్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ఇన్ ద ఇన్కమ్ ఆఫ్ ది కన్స్యూమర్. అంటే సుపీరియర్ కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ అయితే ఇన్కమ్ ఆఫ్ ది కన్స్యూమర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయితే సుపీరియర్ కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. అది దేర్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ఎ పాజిటివ్ రిలేషన్. ఒక్కటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకుని, డిమాండ్ దాంట్లో ప్రైస్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది, ఇన్కమ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది, అది రిలేషన్షిప్ ఏమంటాం? పాజిటివ్ అంటాం. అదే ఇన్కమ్ డిక్రీజ్ అయింది, గూడ్ డిక్రీజ్ అయింది, దాన్ని సుపీరియర్ గుడ్ అంటాం, దాన్ని నెగిటివ్ అంటాం. కార్డినల్ యూటిలిటీ. కార్డినల్ యూటిలిటీ అంటే the utility which is measured in the numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4 is called cardinal utility. ఇది ఓవర్ అప్రోచ్ అయ్యారు, అల్ఫైన్ మార్చారు. ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ లా ఆఫ్ డిమినిషింగ్ మాడ్యులిటీ. ఆల్రెడీ చదివా. రైట్ డౌన్ ఎనీథింగ్, డెఫినేషన్ ఆర్ లా ఆఫ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఆర్ మీనింగ్. ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఎ కమోడిటీ ఎక్స్పెన్స్ ఇన్ ద టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ మనీ. ఇది గూడ్, దీన్ని ఎట్లా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తున్నాం? మనీ రూపంలో, దాన్నే ప్రైస్ అంటున్నాం. అదే చెప్తున్నా, వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఎ కమోడిటీ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ ఇన్ ద టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎ మనీ, దాన్నే ప్రైస్ అంటున్నాం. వెల్త్ ఇది స్టాక్ ఆఫ్ అనే అసెట్స్ హెల్డ్ బై ద ఇండివిజువల్. వెల్త్ అంటే మనీ అని రాష్ట్రం. యూటిలిటీ, స్కేర్సిటీ, వాల్యూ ఇన్ ఎక్సెల్, ట్రాన్స్ఫరబిలిటీ. పేజ్ the last we are closing this session. 5 marks, chapter 1. March, what he given is wants ichadu, wants have been given, and free good and economic good ichadu. Now read this micro and the macro. 5 marks. And utility and Robin scarcity. We will be explaining tomorrow at a cost of 5 marks, 3 to 4 chapters. Chapter 1 we completed, 5 marks. Chapter 3, determinants of demand. And negative sloping again. Chapter 5, monopoly, duopoly and characteristics. Another question, monopoly, duopoly. Another one is monopoly and perfect competition. Differences between. And chapter 6, supply given, go with profit. Chapter 7, same, go with determinants of national income. Chapter 8, you have barter system. Right? Barter system. Chapter 9, go with the money. You have 3, part A, part B, part C. Inflation already have been given, right? Money and banking. Go with this from 2 topics. Chapter 10, 5 marks, you have to go with economic relationship with statistics. So economic relationship with statistics. Another one is quotient, sum, either mean or median. If you want to pass, go with chapter 1, 3, 5 and 10. Here 2 will get, here you 2 will get, here 2 and 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 8. You can write 8 out of it. Chapter 1 you will get 2, chapter 3 you will get 2, chapter 5 you will get only 1. You will get 10 from 10 chapter, you will get 2. 2 to 7. So it is an easy. So thank you so much for the Veeray sir for giving this opportunity to explain in the peak time. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, Rohit sir, for taking this live class for our students. So tomorrow also you will have a live class for juniors and seniors, ma. Okay, continuation of this session. Today, sir explained a few important questions, and sir also explained the scheme of valuation of intermediate board. Once again, go through all these answers, ma. సో మీరు ఎలాగైతే ఆన్సర్స్ రాస్తారో అలాగే మార్క్స్ పడతాయి. సప్లీకి పేపర్ వాల్యుయేషన్ టఫ్ ఉంటుంది, అట్లనే ఏమి ఉండదు. మీరు ఆన్సర్స్ రాస్తేనే మార్క్స్ పడతాయి ఖచ్చితంగా. ఓకే, సో మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే టుమారో క్లాస్ కొంచెం వెయిట్ చేయండి. యాక్చువల్గా రేపు సండే మీకు లైవ్ ఉంటుందా అని చెప్పేసి మన ఛానల్ ఒకసారి అప్డేట్ చేస్తాను మీకు. ఓకే, సో మీరు ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకొని బెల్ ఐకాన్ని క్లిక్ చేసి పెట్టుకుంటే మీకు నోటిఫికేషన్ వస్తుంది కాబట్టి నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ ఇన్ దిస్ లైవ్ క్లాస్. Thank you, Rohit sir, for taking this live class. Okay, so see you soon. Thank you.